Hello everyone, this is the Trader Investor coming to you on the market analysis. I know it's a little late, but as I was studying the market this morning, I just wanted to see if there would be some interesting action to point out. So I waited a little bit, but not really a lot of action. Why do I say not a lot of action? Well, because in the SPY, we're trading in a very, very narrow range. Very narrow range. It's between the high and the close of yesterday. So it's about $1 range that we're trading in. So it's very difficult to expect those dollar moves on one side or another. When we broke the 15-minute range, we had the high of yesterday as a headwind. So price, what did it do? It went to the high of yesterday and reversed. And then the low of the closing bar seems to be the low that it wants to hold as support for now. So we have yet to see what's going to happen. Now, here is what could happen. If we close below the 15-minute range, and especially if we get a pullback towards the 15-minute range low of today or the close of yesterday, then we have a lot of room to the downside. Lots of room. It could go all the way to the low of yesterday. It could go even lower than that. So we have a lot of room to capture. And what do I mean by a lot of room? Well, depending on where our entry is, at least to the 15-minute range high is $1.50, and then to the low of yesterday is $2.43. That's a lot of distance to be able to cover. So that's why I'm saying if this breakdown happens, then it's off to the races for a nice put position. So depending on how you're structuring your position. But overall, not a whole lot of action right now. I was hoping to get some action. In the Qs, very similar. We broke above the high of yesterday, but we didn't go far. We stayed tight. And just because we were above the high of yesterday in the Qs, I was not ready to jump in because I saw weakness in SPY. SPY was not really pushing like I wanted it to. And IWM, my leading indicator, was actually also not pushing because we have headwinds. The 15-minute range midpoint of last Thursday acting as headwind. As you can see it here, acting as headwind. So I was not rushing to enter these positions. It goes slam, boom. And sometimes you can say, well, you know, I see times where price will go from the 50-minute range low and it goes straight through and it does not really stall. It gives you that dollar. So from here, 229.24 to about 227.74, that's a pretty good distance. So that's about $1.50, and it went through without stopping at the previous day's 15-minute range low. Yes, that can happen. The reason I'm pointing this out is just because we see it once, twice, three times, it doesn't mean it always happens. I like to take more on the cautious side and say, okay, if this is a headwind, I'm not entering. So with IWM having this headwind, with SPY having the high of yesterday headwind, not even the 15-minute range of last week, but the high of yesterday as headwind, Qs was nowhere for me to enter a position. So there was no excitement. There was no real excitement. In the diamonds, same story, especially same story as the SPYs, because the high of yesterday was not negotiated, and the high of the 15-minute range of yesterday was at the bottom side headwind, and then the close of yesterday was headwind, and price is just really playing around in this small range. So not a lot of excitement, not a lot of expectation for me. The only thing that I want to set up and wait for is a SPY break below the 15-minute range. I really want to see a close below it not just a wick close. And I might just even turn to a 2-minute to just confirm I'm going to get a strong close below the 15-minute range. By strong close, I mean like a big bar closing below it, then price continue to drive down. That's what I want to see. But usually I don't like to look at these smaller time frames. I just look at them temporarily when I have this kind of a tight range to see, hey, where's my next opportunity to really shoot for big gains. This is how the markets are setting up. This is what I'm waiting to see. Same story with Qs. If we get a good close below the 15-minute range, then I have the high of last week and then the high of the 15-minute range of yesterday to look at, all the way to the low of yesterday. I'm not saying we'll get there. I'm just saying that's how I'm going to prepare and, you know, take my profit along the way. And if it gets all the way there, my last target will hit. All right, everyone, take care for now, and I will see you in the next video.